I am going to kill everyone else.
Big ass beatdown coming up!
Wait.
Alright guys, I'm back, marking another day where we are broke. And we are unemployed. I'm actually lying, I got a job. Now it's been a while, but I think it's once again that time of the year where I talk about so make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and donate like 100 million racks to my PayPal.
And with all that being said, let's get into the video.
Now, a lot of things happen in season 3, but I'll be honest, I only really care about the last 2 episodes, so I'm only going to be talking about the last 2 episodes. My apologies to all the Mr. Lou fans. So let's start this off with talking about episode 7, the return of Angstrom Levi. And if you don't know who this is, then watch season 2. What are you doing? But let me give you a quick recap. So before Angstrom became this thing, he was just a regular guy, except he wasn't, because he had interdimensional powers. I don't know how he got these powers. I'm not sure if it was ever explained. Oh, it was explained in the comics. Yeah, I'm not reading all that. Anyways, because of his ability to travel across different dimensions, he planned to gather all the different versions of himself into one place and transfer all of their collective knowledge and memories into his mind. And despite having access to literally limitless dimensions, the only people this nigga figured out could help him is the Mauler twins. Bro already hired Hitler 1 and 2 for the job, and I know they're really experienced in cloning and stuff, but what the fuck do they know about alternate realities? So anyways, they build the machine and undergo their plan, but Invincible comes to save the day. Now, I can let it slide when he loses to strong opponents, but the Mauler twins is where I draw the fucking line, bro. Mark, it's time to hang it up. It got to a point where Angstrom had to intervene, incidentally blowing up the machine along with sliming all of his alternate versions, which resulted in him looking like this. He's chopped. And guess what? He blames Mark for making him look like this, which I kind of understand. However, the other Marks have done so much worse, so let's do a quick pop quiz. Greetings, everyone. I'm LeBron James, your host, and I only have one question for you today. For £1,000, which Invincible does Angstrom hate? Is it A, the Invincible that slimed his son? B, the Invincible that slimed his wife? C, every Invincible because he sees all of them as bad? Or D, the only good Invincible? Alright guys, I'm gonna put 10 seconds on the clock and give you 3 lives. I wish you the best of luck, and your time starts now. Okay, this? No, fuck. This maybe? No, it has to be this, right? What? How, bro? How? And if you chose D, congratulations, this is your prize. Again, I kind of understand why he hates Good Mark for making him look like the offspring of the Krang and fucking KSI. However, at the end of the day, you technically did this to yourself. And what's more, he has like zero animosity towards the Marks that are doing mass genocide. Anyways, let's fast forward a couple months to where Mark comes home to find this hideous nigga's hands around his mum's neck, then proceeds to fling her on the floor while she's holding all of her. But as we know, this is just to provoke Mark to go into his portals to weaken him for a later fight so we can kill him, yada yada yada. We've watched the same show. Which means we all also saw Angstrom crash out and proceed to break Debbie's arm because she clocked his teeth. KSI needs to chill. And when Mark saw the state his mom was in, I'm gonna be honest, I already knew that no kill rule was going out the window. But to be fair, for like 70% of this fight, Angstrom was giving Mark that work. Bro punched him into a portal and then gave him a double cheeseburger combo, then went through a portal and booted him in the gut, booted him to the ground whilst they were mid-air, then slimed 2 innocent people before rocking his jaw, then just started going to town on him. He was borderline gonna kill Mark until, you know, he locked in. And we all remember what happens to him. My god, Mark did Angstrom the same way Omni-Man did him. He passed on that weapon like a torch. And if you think Angstrom looked ugly before, my god. I'm gonna give a disclaimer before I show this shit because holy fuck. Look, he looks like Pennywise at the end of It Chapter 2. But somehow this nigga survived this. Despite Mark turning this nigga's head into a two-dimensional shape, he still had the brain function to create a portal straight to the surgeons and then come back completely fine for slightly more chalk, but completely fine for season 3. Which brings us to the second part of this video, the Invincible invasion. So after the surgeons reconstructed Angstrom's skull, there's a little time skip. And in this time skip, Angstrom did two things. The first is rally up all the fucked up Invincibles that he should logically hate to defame the good variant and maybe even kill him. And the second thing was to set up camera drones around Mark's house to watch his every move. He was probably beating his shit every time Eve came over to clap them super cheeks. And when the time came, Angstrom ported all the Invincibles at once and they started fucking shit up. You had them tearing shit up in London, tearing shit up in the US, embarrassing these professional heroes. Imagine being a hero for how long and then getting no diff. And then they say,
I would even keep you as a slave in my empire!
fella, I would have retired there and then just before he killed me. These niggas even killed Boss Baby, like, bro, you're going too far. But now let's get to the two most important fights, the Guardians of the Globe and the New Guardians. Because the way the Invincible variants did these niggas, oh my god, bro. Embarrassing. So the scene starts with Black Samson and Shapesmith already being packed up. And as much as I shit on him, the only person that gave the variant even a slight challenge was Immortal. Because Duplicate and Darkwing were just getting instantly folded. However, this Invincible just clearly wasn't taking the fight seriously. In the middle of the fight, this nigga was cracking jokes about Shapesmith's last words whilst letting Immortal lay him out. Then when he finally got bored, this nigga grabbed Immortal by his face, flung him, and then decapitated him. Give this nigga a red card. Then he pitched Immortal's decapitated head and one-shot Duplicate. Oh my god, she's useless. The only reason why the Guardians quote-unquote won this fight is because Darkwing sacrificed himself by trapping them both in a shadow realm. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't really care about the Guardians of the Globe. The New Guardians, however, why? Now, first of all, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know how the variant even won this fight. You have Monster Girl and Black Invincible on the same team. That should have been over. Then you add on Robot and improved Rex, and like, bro, it's just not adding up. What also isn't adding up is how the fuck did Benny Blanco pull Selena Gomez? Like, on a serious note, this nigga is Chop. And you know what? Whilst we're at it, let's do a top 5 most Chop niggas on earth. And I'm Chop myself, so I can do this list. So show your bitch ass up. So coming in number 5 is Ken Carson Form 4. So as we know, Ken Carson's vamp ability is that he can shapeshift from forms such as 3 and 8 to forms such as 2 and 7. However, I would say Form 4 is his most chopped because he genuinely doesn't look human. Like, you can't tell me he doesn't look like Gaylord Robinson with dreads. Coming in at number 4 is Nitrous Lil Uzi. Bro, this nigga looks like he's having an allergic reaction. Like, it looks like someone tried to draw Lil Uzi but like as a Giga Chad and just went too far. Coming in at number 3 is TK. Yeah, he looks like a goblin. Like, this is not a human being. Matter of fact, he genuinely looks like one of those witches from the Roald Dahl film without any need for CGI or practical effects. And then coming in number 2 is Benny Blanco. No, he's not in number 1. There is someone more chopped than him. But bro, he just looks homeless even though he's fucking rich. It also doesn't help that he looks like Hugo from Street Fighter. But ultimately, there can only be one winner, and that is Young Dabo. Goodness me. This nigga looks like one of those paintings from the 1800s. But anyways, this is just a joke. Back to the video. So the scene starts with about 20 robots in pieces on the ground, Bulletproof getting no diff, Monster Girl being knocked the fuck out, and Rex essentially half dead. So at this point, we all know the Guardians are cooked. I know it, you know it. Rex clearly knew it because he told the Guardians to get as far away as possible, as quickly as possible. And at this point, I knew Rex's time was up. He completed his character arc, he was finally happy, and he was getting some Ray cheats. Nigga, did I just catch you having fun? So after the Guardians left, Rex just started spamming his explosive. And actually, it looked like he was genuinely slowing the Invincible variant down. When his strongest attack didn't work, I just had to close my eyes in anticipation, man. I knew exactly what was coming. The nigga speed blitz Rex, lifted it up by his neck with one arm, and just started talking shit.
Are you retarded or something? Because it is kind of insulting that you would think you could hurt me. You're a useless piece of shit, nigga, that no one has ever loved or ever will. Shit. Damn. Anyways, before you die, I'm gonna fuck Circle Ray right in front of you. You ain't fucking on no one, bitch ass nigga. You don't have BBC. Is that so? And don't forget I was cracking Eve before your balls dropped.
I am so so tired of this overused bullshit where they give someone that was originally like a bad character and then give them a character arc to then instantly kill them. You could have killed Duplicate, you could have killed... Matter of fact, you could have just killed Duplicate, to be honest. But anyways, I want to briefly talk about Rex's funeral because this was just so ridiculous. First of all, we get a PNG of Mark just standing there. Second, we've got Rudy talking about he's going to take Rex's name in honor of him, which would make sense if it wasn't for the fact that you've already taken his blood clot DNA. You're taking his whole identity at this point. Then we have Eve's speech. I'm not even... Bro, just listen to this shit.
Rex boat was my first everything.
If I was Mark, everyone in that funeral was getting slimed out of pure embarrassment. And then Eve's talking about how she loved him in front of Mark's face. And then Eve has the audacity to ask why Mark's smiling. Bro, at that point I'd be smiling wide as shit, nigga. Fuck Rex. She might as well have said,
yes, I sucked it. I sucked it so good that the first explosion was all over my face. Are you happy now? You got the truth. It was the best ever had.
But now we get to the third and final part of the video. Angstrom vs. Mark, part 2. So it starts off with the variants assembling around Mark's house to meet Angstrom, but absolutely no one's surprised. They got tired of his black ass and tried to slime him. So Angstrom traps them all in a dimension, and I haven't read the comics, but I'm guessing we just never see them again. So then Mark gets teleported to Angstrom, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna skip like 90% of this fight, because it was literally just Angstrom throwing balls at Mark until Mark got angry enough to remember he's a fucking Viltrumite. Which, by the way, what are these balls made out of? Because these balls are making a Viltrumite bleed, and I feel like if these balls are able to do that, then they should have harvested the material and, I don't know, maybe used it against the Viltrumite in the very next episode. Anyways, after Mark got violated for like 90% of the fight, he finally got Angstrom at kill percentage. After everything this nigga did, after all the lives that were taken, after what happened to Eve, after being the reason why Boss Baby got slimed, bro, this nigga needs to go. Even the shit that you did back in season 2, like, I know I technically killed you, but bro, there's no way out of this one. Your time is up. And just when it looked like Mark was gonna punch a hole through this fella's chest, Oliver comes in and bits his sixpence into the situation. Oh my god. And because of this, Angstrom gets away. Again, why? This is exactly why Oliver gets his ass whooped in the next episode. All Mark was able to get was a souvenir of his arm, but to be honest, I would have taken that straight to Cecil, told him to scan every dimension and find anyone that matches the same DNA. I would not rest until I can confirm that this piece of shit is in the ground, and then I would use my Viltrumite powers to fling Rod Wave into space so he can never make music ever again. Alright guys, it's the end of the video. The next part should be coming out in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And I know that doesn't mean shit by now, but don't even just trust me. You'll see it. You'll see it in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Now, not that anyone cares, but to explain why I've been absent is because I've been working my ass off. Like, bro, I got 2 jobs and I have to help pay bills now. I'm old enough to do that, so I've been working my ass off. But another reason why I haven't been 100% focused on YouTube is because I've been making music. I really enjoy making music. And you know, it's all on BandLab, so it's nothing amazing, and I'm buying YouTube beats or just using free beats and uploading on SoundCloud. But if you want to check that out, I will put the link in the description. I did actually use one of the songs in this video, which I titled, so if you like that, then even if you don't like it, go and click the link and just, like, I don't know, listen to my shit. And yes, I'm gonna be going back on Reels. I got myself a schedule. I'm not gonna be posting every day, I don't think. Maybe I am. No, actually I won't be able to. I won't have time. But I'm gonna be posting on Reels again, album ratings, all that. So yeah, just stay tuned. I've just been busy, but now I'm back, so don't worry, please. Anyways guys, love you, bye. I told the bitch that I just really want a friend.